Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech and these are some quick tips and tricks for all your Coolpad mega users out there. If you are already experienced with Android, then most of it will be very similar to those Android devices. But if you're a beginner or if you just want to set up your device, then this is a good place to start. So this is your lock screen and you just have one shortcut at the bottom right corner and you can simply do this gesture or a simple swipe to quickly open the camera app. Now to unlock the device, you can simply swipe up and it will simply unlock the device if you don't have any security password. This is your default home launcher. A home launcher is more like a desktop. You can have different types of desktops, you can install different types of launchers and have completely different UI. So I'm not going to go into that, but these are basically all the applications and we don't have any app drawer. So all the applications that you install are thrown onto your home screen. So we can move around this icons like that. We can create folders in this way, just hover over other icons to create new folders. And if you click on any folder, you can see the contents of that folder. And now you can simply swipe to check out other folders on your home screen. Let's go back. These are your capacitor buttons and nothing can be done with them. We can replace them from the settings. So this is your back button, this is your home button, and this is your recent apps button. And if you don't like this format or if you want to rearrange them, then simply go to settings. And if you go to settings, select virtual key settings. And now we have different configurations and we can choose the one that you like. So it is very simple. I personally like to stick with this. So let's go back to home. Now, if you just pull down from the top, these are all your notifications. And this is the stock theme. And as you can see, I got the notification from Gmail, but I cannot read it. So a completely useless theme, and I didn't find any other useful theme in the Coolpad UI. So if you know anything, do let me know. So these are all your notifications and you can clear them all by simply pressing this button over here and boom, they're gone. Now these are your persistent notifications, so they stay forever. This can be gone. So if you press this button, we can tweak the notification settings for the applications. So let's say if you don't want to receive any notification from YouTube, just come here, select YouTube and disable this toggle and you won't be interrupted with any notifications. So anyway, let's go back. Now, unlike other devices or unlike the Coolpad device itself, we don't have any notification toggles over here. So to access them, simply swipe from the bottom of the screen and we have the notification toggles. Most of the toggles over here are the regular things that you can find in any other device, but we have something additional called as long standby. We have it over here, and once we enable that, this is basically how your phone looks like. So you have access to only 5 applications: phone, contact, calendar, alarm and messaging. I know it's barely visible, but you can check it out on your phone. So to come out of this mode, just press exit and you're back to your normal mode. Let me just increase the brightness. Okay. Now, as you can see, in that mode, your battery will last you much longer than your normal mode. Basically, all the applications in the background are killed. So only the bare essentials like your messaging, calls, those applications are active and your entire phone basically survives. And with those apps, you can last maybe 5 to 6 hours with just 5 to 6% of battery life. So once that is out of the way, let's go to the settings. To go to the settings, we can either use the settings shortcut or the settings icon, or else simply swipe down and we have a quick shortcut over here. Now these are all your settings and most of you might know most of the stuff. So if you want to tweak any settings related to your SIM card, just go to SIM card management. From here you can select the default SIM card to make calls, send SMS, select a default SIM for mobile data. This phone is set to support VoLTE, but I didn't find any option to enable that as of now. Let's go back now. If we go to more, we have the option to display the net speed on the status bar. So if you can check out my status bar, it says I am currently using 5 KB per second. So if you want to show the network speed on the status bar, just enable this toggle. Next, if you want to change any network related settings, maybe change your current network from 3G to 4G, then you need to go to cellular networks. From here you can select preferred network type, 2G, 3G or 4G. Now we don't have anything called as VoLTE on this device, but maybe it's called as enhanced 4G LTE mode. So this is what we have. So let's go back. By the way, this phone does support Geo SIM card, but I'm not sure if we can directly make calls without enabling mobile data. With that said, let's go to battery and storage. Here we have basic information about your storage and battery settings. So if you want to check out your battery usage, like how much battery your screen is consuming, this is the place you need to come. Let's go back. Now if you go to battery optimization, here's something interesting. If your WhatsApp or Facebook applications are stopping in the background when your device is sleeping or when your device is just lying on the floor, then you need to come to this place. So because of the Android Marshmallow feature DOS, all the applications in the background will be stopped whenever your phone is not being used. So in that situation, someone sends you a WhatsApp message, you will not receive that. So to prevent that behavior for those applications, simply come to this place, battery optimization. Now select the app that you don't want to optimize and now select don't optimize and press done. Now these are all the applications and you can also see the not optimized apps. So as of now, as you can see, I have only 2 applications. So the same thing applies even for torrents. So if you want to download torrents on your phone, maybe using an application like torrent, then that application will not have access to internet at night when it's just lying on the desk. So just come to this place and disable optimization. Same goes for WhatsApp and Facebook. Next, if we go to permission manager, here we have Android Marshmallow permissions. So these are all the different permissions on your phone. If you select any one of them, you can see the list of applications that are trying to access that particular application. So you can grant permission or deny permission just by pressing this little toggle over here. And that's pretty much it. Next we have Auto Run Manager. Applications are constantly running in the background. Let's say even if you try to clear the RAM or close any application, those applications will automatically restart in the background. That's the reason why you get maybe Asphalt 8 notification or a notification from Subway Surfer or from Flipkart or Amazon. So if you don't want these applications to run in the background automatically, then come here and disable these applications. Okay, you need to come here and enable these toggles, then these applications will not be allowed to run in the background. The same goes for system applications too. Next we have Do Not Disturb mode. So this is something that has replaced the silent mode. From Android Lollipop we have basically 3 interrupt modes. One is all interrupts, next is priority interrupts, and third one is Do Not Disturb mode. The final one, Do Not Disturb mode, is more like your silent mode. So once you're here, you can select your Do Not Disturb mode priority. So you can either go with priority, alarms only, or total silent. So whenever you enable the Do Not Disturb mode, you can choose one of these. Priority list is like a customized list of contacts who can access you or who can call you, or if they call you, you will get an interrupt. Next we have alarms only. So you won't get any message notifications or calls, only alarms will ring. Next we have total silence. So your phone will not ring for anything. So I usually go with priority only and then go to priority allow and make sure I disable these stuff. Enable calls from anyone. And that's pretty much it. Next I schedule this Do Not Disturb mode. So I just enable this. So basically once I schedule it, every day at night I won't be disturbed by annoying notification sounds. If someone calls me, the phone rings. So this is how I configure it and I would suggest you to do the same. Next, if you want to change the default keyboard on your phone, then you need to come to language and input, select current keyboard, and these are the keyboards that are already installed on this device. So by default it is set to explore and that's something I don't like. So I went with touchpad. So you can change your default keyboard from here. And if you don't want haptic feedback for the keyboard, you need to once again come here, select the default keyboard and change the settings of that particular keyboard application. For example, I'm using the touchpad, and if I want to remove and if I want to disable the vibration or the haptic feedback for that keyboard, I need to select the application, the keyboard. Next go to general settings and search for key press vibration and turn it off. If you want to disable the vibrations of your phone for touches, lock screens, then you need to go to sound and vibration. Now scroll down and you have these options: vibrate while ringing, vibrate while answered, vibrate on keypad touch, and vibrate on touch. So simply disable these stuff to disable the annoying haptic feedback on your phone. Next, if we go to the control center, these are your notification toggles. So let me just show you them once again. So there are a total of 16 toggles and we can add or remove these toggles. So once you're here, simply select any one of them and drag it down to completely remove it, or place it like that to rearrange them. As I've said you earlier, these are your notification toggles and these are your quick shortcuts. We can edit or remove the shortcuts too. Next we have Smart Control. So we basically have 3 extra features on this device. One is the C button, and once we enable that, we get this floating button with some functions. So I'm not particularly a fan of this, so I'm just going to disable that. If you're interested, you can play with that. We also have a toggle for that right from the notification toggles. So this is the toggle, C button, and there we got it. Next we have wake up gestures. So we have all these gestures and you can try them if you like. So the one thing that I use the most is the double tap to wake, and it works flawlessly. I just wish it didn't have a haptic feedback. Next we have actions and screens. So first one is the misoperation prevention. This is more like pocket dial mode, pocket prevention mode I guess. Next we have 3 fingerprint screenshot. So to take a screenshot, simply do this gesture with 3 fingers and it will take a screenshot. Or else you can press volume down and power button both at the same time to take a screenshot. Now in this screenshot we have something called as scrollable screenshot. So for that, press volume down and power button. Now select scroll capture. Okay. Now press next. Then it will simply scroll the screen and take a screenshot. And it will do the same once again. And when you reach the end, simply press save and it will stitch all these screenshots and you'll get single screenshot. So let me just show you that. So this is one big hell of a screenshot. Though this device is running on Android Marshmallow 6.0, it doesn't have Google's Now on Tap feature. So let me just show you that. Just go to Google to enable Now on Tap feature. Well, as of now we don't have it, but you might get it soon. As you can see, I have enabled the Now on Tap feature, but whenever I press and hold the home button, it simply doesn't work. By the way, if you want OK Google feature on your phone, just come to the settings of Google application, select voice, select OK Google detection. Now enable this toggle, press get started. Now you need to say this: OK Google, OK Google, OK Google. So normally it's supposed to work from anywhere, but we don't know if it will work. OK Google, OK Google. Okay, it's working.
Some popular flight destinations from Hyderabad include London and Mumbai.
Okay.
You can enter a destination on your screen.
I didn't say that, I don't need it. So that's pretty much it guys. These are the most things that you need. I guess the only important thing that you should know is about the long standby. If you're really running out of juice, then you can definitely use it to extend your battery life. Besides that, everything is very small stuff I guess. So if you are someone who wants to record calls automatically, simply open the phone dialer, go to menu, select call settings. Over here we have auto call recording. So simply enable this toggle and select the targets. I usually set it to all calls. If you want to instantly change your wallpaper, just click on this button. It's a quick shortcut, rock wallpaper. It changes your wallpaper. If you want to clean unnecessary files on your device, we have a cleaner app. Just click on it and it will simply clean the RAM basically. But we have something called as Cool Manager. If you go into that, we have your regular cleaner, data saver, power profiles, call blocks, app permissions, and privacy guard. Now if you go to clean, it will scan through your entire phone to see how much of junk you are having in your phone, and it gives you an option to easily delete all those things. If you go to data, from here we can restrict applications from accessing internet via mobile data or Wi-Fi. So select traffic firewall. So these are all the applications that are currently installed on our device, and if I don't want any of these applications to have access to internet over mobile data, I can simply do that, and none of the applications should have access to internet via mobile data. So if you don't want to waste mobile data, the same goes for Wi-Fi too. If we go to power, over here we have different modes and advanced power saving features. So modes are more like your configurations for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and brightness levels. So you can create your own custom profile and stick with that. If we go to advanced power saving settings, we have the same things once again. If you want to change the themes on your device, just go to themes. From here we can download any number of themes and apply them very easily. So these are all the online themes, and to download any one of them, simply select them, click the download button down below, and once they are downloaded you can find them in the local section. So these are the themes that are currently downloaded, but most of them are pretty useless. At least they didn't change this notification problem. Besides that, we have the backup options. So I guess that's pretty much it, guys. These are the things that you can do on your phone. And once again, I forgot to show you something. So if you want to change the ringtone of your phone, just go to settings, sound and vibration. From here we can select card 1 ringtone, message tone, whatever. If you want to change the ringtone on your device, just go to settings, sound and vibration. Over here we can change the SIM card 1 ringtone, SIM card 2 ringtone. The same goes for message tone and notification tones. So if I want to change the ringtone, just select card 1. So if we go with the ringtone, these are all the inbuilt ringtones. Just do that. Next, if I want to select any music file, then I can do any one of these. Or else I can use a voice recording as a ringtone. If you want to enable the developer options, just go to About Phone and click the bill number 7 times. And once you do that, you can find the developer options above About Phone. From here you can enable OEM unlocking, enable USB debugging, and do some crazy stuff. There is another useless feature on Coolpad, that is screen recording. So if you do a volume down and power button, it takes a screenshot. And if you do a volume up and power button, it starts screen recording. So it might be useful for some, but mostly it's completely useless. So to stop screen recording, simply press the power button once. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I covered almost everything. As I've said you earlier, this is not for experienced users. This is just for basic users who want to get to know their phone. I hope all those guys found this video to be helpful, and if you do, show your support by hitting that like button, and stay tuned to us by subscribing to our channel, and I'll catch up with you in my next video. Until then, have a nice day.